Welcome back to Folk Solo Sports Show. All right, let's get it right into NFL Week 15 of 17. All right, first up, we had the Chargers versus the Raiders. The Chargers are now 5-9 after beating the Raiders 30-27, and the Raiders are now 7-7. The Raiders must win their last two games to try to get a playoff spot because they are the Kansas City Chiefs kryptonite. They're the only team at this point that can take the Kansas City Chiefs down. If we're not looking to see the Kansas City Chiefs win back-to-back Super Bowls, okay? So the Raiders must do it, but they didn't get it done, and they lose by 3 points against the Chargers, and they're now 7-7, and the Chargers are 5-9. And we had Herbert going 22 32, only missing 10 of his passes, looking very good. 2 touchdowns, no interceptions. All right. Next up, we had the Buffalo Bills annihilating the Denver Broncos 48-19. Now, I said that the Raiders might be the only chance that the Kansas City Chiefs don't win back-to-back Super Bowls, but the Buffalo Bills might be the team. My Pittsburgh Steelers are no longer in the race. I'm sorry. I can't anymore. I can't vouch for the Steelers anymore. The Steelers are done. The Bills and the Raiders are at this point the only teams that looks like they can beat the Kansas City Chiefs in the AFC. So the Bills win this game over the Broncos 48-19. All right. And then we had the Packers dominating the NFC still 11-3, just like the Steelers, but they're actually putting whoopings on people. Now the Steelers, like I told y'all in my last video, they are they don't give up in games, which I like, but they do it a little too late, and it always catches up on them. Doesn't mean they're not playing hard. They're still playing hard. They're, still one of the better teams after losing three in a row. But the Green Bay Packers on the other side of that, other than that Tampa Bay loss, they haven't really just gotten beat on, other than the Tampa Bay loss. But on the winning side, they're not doing like the 11-3 Steelers are doing. The Green Bay Packers are shutting people out, not letting them get even in, one possession differences. They're just shutting games out. And they're doing a lot better than the Steelers are, which I was hoping the Packers and Steelers could probably meet up again and play in the Super Bowl. But I don't know if the Steelers keep this up, that's not going to happen. But the Packers are looking very good, and they're 11-3. Also beating the Panthers 24-16, and the Panthers fall to 4-10. All right. Next up, we had the Colts beating the Texans. The Colts are the Steelers' next win. I believe the Colts will beat the Steelers in this next coming game too, and they will go in 11-4, and the Steelers will fall to 11-4. Meanwhile, they beat the Texans this week, and Texans are now 4-10. Won't make the playoffs. And the Colts now 10-4. Yeah, this final score 27-20. And Watson played very well. Only missed 8 of his passes, 373 yards, 2 touchdowns, no interceptions. Uh, but it just wasn't enough. He needed 400 in that game because Rivers didn't have any interceptions either and only missed 6 of his passes with 228 yards. All right. Next up, we had the Titans destroying the Detroit Lions 46-25. The Titans now are the, let me see, the, what? I would say the fifth best team in the AFC, the fifth. The Steelers dropped down a lot. Even though they beat some of these teams, they dropped down a lot in these last couple weeks. The Chiefs, the Buffalo Bills will be second. Um, uh, you got the Titans. Now maybe the Titans even might be third at this point. Titans might be the third best team, and Steelers are fifth at this point, even though the Steelers beat them. You got the Titans third. The Cleveland Browns are even better than the Steelers at this point. Yeah, the Cleveland Browns fourth and the Steelers fifth. Steelers actually might be six behind the Colts. Steelers are the sixth best team in the AFC behind the Colts right now at this point after losing 3 games in a row. All right. So we got the Titans going 10-4, and after Steelers start off 11-0, now about every team in the AFC, the Titans, the Browns, who else? The Colts. All three of those teams are now 1 game away from having the same record as the Steelers after starting off 11-0. That's completely ridiculous, man. All right, so the Lions fall to 5-9, and the Titans get this one 46-25, go to 10-4. We had the Bears finally winning a game, after that just a terrible run. It was just terrible. Started off 4-0, 5-0, and then just went downhill from there. Like just fell off. And the Vikings at this point, I think, should have won this game because they're better than the Chicago Bears. And they deserve that to win that game. And the Chicago Bears didn't because the Vikings started off the reverse of them. So they want to win more than the Bears do. They started off 0-5, and now they're 6-8. The Bears started off 4-0, 5-0, and they're only 7-7. So that says a lot. And the Vikings, I feel like, just messed up and should have won that game. Tried to secure their wild card spot, but the Bears might still get there. They'll lose the first playoff game, so it doesn't even matter. All right. We got the Seahawks beating the Washington football team, ending the Washington football's team 4-win streak. They were trying to go to 5, but it did not happen. They still lead the NFC East because the Giants also take a loss after beating the Seahawks. The Washington football team could have been the second NFC East team in a row to beat the Seahawks, but they could not get it done, and they lose here by 5 points. The Seahawks go to 10-4, and the Washington football team now go to 6-8, but they still lead the NFC East. Okay, we had the Dolphins beating the Patriots. The Patriots now losing pretty sure 2 games in a row, 6-8 now, and the Dolphins looking like uh that's the other team I was forgetting about in the AFC. You can't even say that the Pittsburgh Steelers are better than the Miami Dolphins at this point. So that will put them as the seventh best team in the AFC at this point over the last 3 weeks. If this continues, they are the seventh best team, even behind the Miami Dolphins. Yes, yes, absolutely. All right. But we had the Dolphins winning this, and they are now 9-5, and Patriots go to 6-8. Everybody's trying to talk about how Cam Newton's next season will be. I think he should stay with the Patriots. It was his first season. I think Bill Belichick believes in him, and despite the fact that he pulled them out of the game, uh, he benched him a game or two ago. Think he still believes in him, and I think if those two stick together, they will be one of the best teams in the AFC in the future. All right. Next up, we had the Ravens destroying the Jaguars. I think the Ravens let the Jaguars score 14 points in this football game because the beginning it was 26-0. So I don't see how they get it without the defense just taking breathers and lightening up on them, because it was just clearly not fair. The game was over when it started. The Ravens go to 9-5 now, and the Ravens are doing exactly what I said they would do. I said if they lost to the Steelers, they would win all the rest of their games. But I said if they beat the Steelers, they will lose to the Cleveland Browns in the next game coming up. But they lost to the Steelers in that second division game, and now look, they have won what 3 games in a row and only got 2 left. And the Ravens will go 11-5 on the season and still get that last playoff spot, I believe. Okay. On the other hand, we got the Jaguars going 1-13, and the Jaguars franchise just not looking good. Minshew played very well, only missed 7 passes, 22 out of 29, 226 yards, but couldn't get it done. 2 touchdowns, no interceptions. But the Ravens are just a better team, and that's just not enough. Even though Lamar Jackson did not play better than Minshew, the all-around team is just way better, so it didn't even matter. And the Jaguars franchise are back to the Jaguars from about 5 or 6 seasons ago, not looking very good after those 2 good seasons when they beat the Steelers in the playoffs 45-42 and beat them in the regular season in the same season. Okay, so we got that there, and then next up we got the Buccaneers coming back, beating the Falcons after being down, I believe, 14-0. The Falcons should have got this win, but they couldn't pull it through. uh we got Brady having a very good game, 390 yards, 2 touchdowns, 0 interceptions, 31-45. And they come back and win this game 31-27. Buccaneers, one of my Super Bowl picks, still going 9-5. Falcons go 4-10, which isn't so bad for the Falcons losing to the Buccaneers, because they started off also 0-5 or 0-6, and they're doing a lot better than it looked like they would even do from the beginning of the season. Okay, we got the Cowboys beating the 49ers, and the Cowboys are now tied with the Giants in the NFC East. And the 49ers fall to 5-9 also from this loss, 41-33. So now we got the Washington football team leading the NFC East, and then we got the Cowboys and the New York Giants tied up. That is a very, very good division, not because their records, but because how hard they are playing right now to fight for that spot. And I like what I'm seeing. It's kind of this feels the same in the AFC North right now. Steelers 11-3, Browns 10-4, and the Ravens 9-5 right now. So it's like kind of the same over and on that side too. But we that's a good division, and the Eagles um lost their game. That's who we got next. To the Cardinals. 33-26. 4-9-1. The Eagles go. They could have I'm not sure. Somebody get in the comment section, let me know. But would this if they have won that game, would that have tied them since they have a tie with the Giants and the Cowboys, or would that have put them over them? I'll have to check that out. Would that have tied them or put that over them? Because they would have been 5-9-1 too. So I'm not sure. I'll have to check that out. But somebody let me know in the comment section if you know. But they lose this game to the Cardinals 33-26, and the fight in the NFC East for them kind of just went away a little bit because now they're not in the run really anymore because they lose this game and the Cardinals go 8-6. Even though the Cardinals win this game, it's still not a good look for them because they also started off with a very good season, I believe 6-2 or something. So only 2 wins in the last what 7 weeks or something. Uh we got Hurts though, shining out here, man, completing 24 or 44 passes, 38 yards, 3 touchdowns, no interceptions. Nobody thought that well, I'm not gonna say nobody, but people didn't think it would work out, and he's doing excellent, and he looks like he will take that starting spot for the Philadelphia Eagles. We got Kyler Murray, though, playing just as good, if not a little better. Uh, Besides the interception, 27 to 36 passes, so he completed more passes than Hurts did, and 3 touchdowns, 406 yards. All right. Next up, we had the Jets winning their first game. The Jets winning their first game against the Los Angeles Rams. This is embarrassing. This is actually more embarrassing than the Steelers losing 3 games in a row. The Rams losing to the Jets is more embarrassing than the Steelers losing 3 games in a row after starting 11-0, because you let the 0-13 team get their first win on you, and you lessen your chances of making the playoffs, and you could have been 10-4, but you let the New York Jets get their first one on you. Very embarrassing. Hopefully the Rams can bounce back after this, because after losing, giving a team like this their first win, it will all go downhill and they will mentally be weak, just how I think the Steelers are. But we'll get to that. So Rams now 9-5, and the Jets 1-13. All right. Next up, we had the Chiefs beating the Saints in a tough game. In a tough game, the Chiefs go 13-1. 32 to 29. Saints go to 10-4, still looking like I'll say the Packers took the best team in the NFC now. Saints are second, Seahawks third, and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers fourth. Okay, but not a bad loss. It's the best team in the NFL. I've been saying they were the best, even when the Steelers were still 11-0 and they had one loss. Patrick Mahomes, 3 touchdowns, 0 interceptions, 26 of 47, 254 yards. Breeze, 3 touchdowns, 1 interception, 234 yards. 15 to 34. Our people are saying should Breeze have played that game. Breeze, I'm not sure what to say if he should have played the game or not, because he came out and still played very well, but at the same time, maybe he completes more than half of his passes if he rests a game or two more. But against the Kansas City Chiefs, there's no other quarterback that could have on the Saints that could do what he would have done against them. The game wouldn't have been that close if Drew Brees wasn't in the game. If what's his name? Hill was in the game isn't that close. And they don't score as many as points and get 14 points in the fourth quarter to try to make it a close game. They don't do that if Brees isn't playing. So I guess Brees did need to play. He shouldn't have played, but he needed to play. And the Chiefs lose Edwards in that game. They're running back. And yeah, he gets injured. So now it is Le'Veon Bell's time to shine. Y'all see, I still rock my Le'Veon Bell jersey. I got it on right now. Yeah. All right. So it's Le'Veon Bell's time to shine, man. I think Edwards will be out. Get in the comment section. Let me know how long he's supposed to be out. Le'Veon Bell did have one touchdown, but now he's gonna take the season away if Edwards doesn't return, and it will be his chance to show that he's still that elite running back that everybody thinks he is. Uh, without the bad look that he got in on the New York Jets before he came to the Chiefs, because it wasn't looking so good when he was just playing for the Jets. So now it's his time to prove everybody that he's still a top 5 running back. All right. Next up, we got the Browns beating the Giants. Giants losing. Could have tied the Washington football team if they would have got a win, but they lose this game to the better Cleveland Browns that are now 10-4 and second in the AFC North, right behind the Steelers, right behind my Steelers, and it's just getting scarier and scarier for the Steelers, man. The hope is just going away very it's just going away quickly, not slowly. It's going away quickly. Like 3 games lost in a row. Browns just keep playing better football, even though they lost last week or something. Just keep playing better football. Ravens looking good. Lamar Jackson's back. Just not looking good for the Steelers, man. Got to play the 10-4 Colts, then got to play the 10-4 Browns. Not looking good, and that's what we'll end with. My Pittsburgh Steelers losing to the Cincinnati Bengals 27-17. Go watch my other video and I tell you about how the Steelers season will end over there. But right now, I'm too stressed out to even get into this again. So go watch my other video on the Steelers losing to the Bengals in this game. And this is Folk Solo Sports Show. Folk Solo Sports Show. I'll be back with y'all for more NBA. And let me know what you think in the comment section. Like, subscribe. I'll get back with y'all. Peace.